have a crush on my roommate. I can't figure out if she actually likes me back or not, or is just being friendly. Help. Plus all updates. I've lived with my roommate for over a year now. We met in high school, a few classes, but we were never really friends. We worked on some projects together, and that's it. I never really paid attention to her, but she is smoking hot, and I obviously knew she was and acknowledged it. We ended up going to the same college together, though, and decided since we know each other, we should room together. She's a lovely roommate, but I've ended up developing a pretty huge crush on her after I started being in her company a lot. I'm a lesbian. I'm fully out. My roommate knows this. The problem is, I can't figure out if she's flirting with me or not. Please help me. I'll list some instances from the past year in no order that have stood out to me. She said that we should make a list of each other's favorite orders from a bunch of places, so if we need to order for the other, we can. I said, sure, that's good. Over the past few months, when I had a lot of things due and my anxiety was acting up, she kept paying for my favorite order meals, usually we split money, and getting me them with very cute cards telling me good luck and stuff. When I tried to do it back, she said, no, let me take care of you, and my small gay self collapsed. Her baby niece came to visit once with her sister, and she referred to me as Auntie's very special girlfriend. I freaked but just laughed it off. She gets me anything. I say in passing I want or circle in any catalog that I have. We don't have a lot of money, but she keeps doing it because she says she wants me to be happy, so I started doing it, and now we're both kind of broke but have some sort of present buying standoff going on even currently. She said I smell very, very nice, and hugged me once at home, and didn't let go for a while, saying I smell like home and all things nice. When we split for the summer in the past few months, she texted me saying she misses the way I feel and smell with no regard for my gay heart. I said you smell nice too, and she laughed about it. I never know how to respond. She once held my hand while we were walking outside and she wanted to pull me along. She didn't let go until she had to, and since then, whenever we go out, she holds my hand. I don't know if it's platonic. I once fell asleep on my work, and I woke up with my head in her lap, and she was watching her laptop and stroking my hair, and I almost had a stroke. She said I looked peaceful, so she didn't wake me. She also cuddled me when I was upset about a bad quiz grade, and held me until I felt better. While drunk, she looked at me and said that I looked like I wanted to kiss her, and when I panicked, she was like, I won't mind. But she was very, very wasted, and she forgot about it, I think, so I never brought it up. She referred to me by my name for a few months, but now she almost exclusively calls me baby. She asked me if it was okay, and I was like, yeah, go for it, and she was like, thanks, because I always refer to my friends like this. But she doesn't. I've never heard her call anyone else baby. She also occasionally says baby girl and cutie. She said to me, why do you look so beautiful without trying after I had rolled out of bed? I don't know what she meant. She was sick a few months ago, so I took care of her, and she called me her little nurse angel and held my hand while sleeping. But she was so sick I don't think it counted. She regularly sends me things that I like, fandoms she's not even in, or random posts and says, thinking about you or reminded me of you. She's also gotten into many of my interests, as I have into her interests. Now we're saving up for a convention based on a joint interest. Past Valentine's Day this year, she texted me saying, "You're my Valentine," as a joke, and I said, "Okay, you're mine." She then gave me a stuffed animal. I had to scramble to buy her chocolates, and then we went to go eat at my favorite takeout place. A guy also gave me a chocolate, we're friends, while she was with me, and she said, "Don't steal my Valentine now." We weren't close for her first birthday freshly after we became roommates. We were closer for my birthday, and she gave me a very expensive gift after working overtime at shifts, and she said, "You deserve the best." Her birthday has just passed, and I went all out, got her cake and presents, and we went out to eat at her favorite place. She hugged me very, very tight after, and said that I make her happy. She also regularly says, "Okay, it's a date," every time we make plans, but that's a fairly common thing to say, so I don't know if she means it literally. This doesn't count, but she looks at me very intensely sometimes. I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't look very platonic. But maybe she just does that to everyone, so I don't know. She's a very intense person in general, I think. This is all I can think of right now. If I'm forgetting anything, I'll probably edit this post. My friends think she definitely likes me and think I'm being stupid and oblivious on purpose. I just think she's straight and doing this out of friendliness, so my friend asked me to post here and get a general consensus. She had a boyfriend in high school briefly, and I'm afraid to ask her sexuality. I don't want to be let down, but I want her to like me so bad, and I keep avoiding her sometimes, and her friendliness because I don't want false hope. I know I probably sound stupid and in denial, but I suffer from bad anxiety, and I can't just go up and ask her unless I'm sure. I don't want to lose her. Please help. Update. I said we were going to talk over dinner. She came home and I made dinner, tried, and I said I wanted to talk to her, and she was like, "Is it about the post?" And I was like, "LOL, what post? Thanks, Twitter." And she was like, "I already saw it. Friend name, sent it to me on Twitter," and I was like, "LOL, oh no." Anyway, it beat being awkward about it. We talked in detail. We are from an area where if someone is out as into women, everyone will know about it. That is why I didn't know whether she was bi or not. Turns out she is, or has been figuring it out for the past few years. I honestly should have realized considering how much she thirsts over women in any media we consume, but I thought it was a joke. She said she likes both men and women, and that she had been trying to flirt and put her feelings across to me from the things I mentioned in the post. She also said my post sounded like a meme, and she thought it was a joke, until she realized that it was me, and I can be dense. She did say I could have just spoken to her before going to Reddit, but why would I do that, you know? She also showed me her phone, and her entire Twitter search history was keywords related to my post, where she was looking at the responses and laughing at them, both on Reddit and Twitter. Anyway, we're formally dating. Thank you so much for your kind words and well wishes, Reddit. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.